Representative Steve Scalise's condition has been upgraded from critical to serious. More surgeries are scheduled, but hospital staffers say he is recovering well. Scalise was shot in the hip when a gunman opened fire on members of the Republican congressional baseball team during practice Wednesday. The shooter, James Hodgkinson, was killed in the attack. This hasn't been the first time members of Congress have been targeted.
There have been a number of folks that have been arrested for attempts and for threat.
Last Wednesday's shooting in Virginia has lawmakers calling for more security. Fox San Antonio's Zack Hendrick sat down with one of our local representatives for his perspective on threats members face constantly.
We have dozens of people that send letters, emails, posts on Facebook, hundreds of times in the course of a year.
Representative Hurd says receiving threats or general nastiness is nothing new. Just 3 weeks ago, Hurd says Capitol Police warned him about an inmate being released from a Texas prison who made general threats.
All members across the state were notified.
Hurd says reporting threats to authorities is becoming more common.
We've had to take stuff, submit stuff to Capitol Police and the San Antonio Police Department more in the last couple of months than we have probably the last two and a half years combined.
What's shocking to Hurd is it's not directed to just one side of the aisle.
The number of my colleagues on the Democratic side of the aisle that have gotten this kind of stuff is quite high as well.
2 weeks ago, Capitol Police sent 2 officers to the Houston district of Al Green. His office got threatening phone calls.
You ain't gonna impeach nobody, you quiet, and we'll lynch all you. You'll be hanging from a tree.
After Green called for President Trump to be impeached. After a gunman opened fire on a congressional baseball practice Wednesday morning in Alexandria, Virginia, some lawmakers are pushing for their own police protection.
But I don't think that it's realistic to expect taxpayers to pay for a security detail for 535 members of the House and Senate.
Hurd hopes Wednesday's shooting will bring back some civility and political discussion.
Because if we change the way we think, then we'll change our behavior, and that's going to lead to different outcomes.
Zack Hendrick, Fox News at 9.
And Zack tells us attacks on members of Congress are rare. The last one in 2011 when a gunman killed 6 people and wounded 13 others, including Arizona Rep. KABB Giffords. The last sitting member of Congress who was killed in the U.S. was Senator Robert F. Kennedy in 1968. And on